We were there for an end of an era as military helicopters used for almost half a century made their final flight off the coast at Camp Pendleton. Tonight we have a 10 News crew aboard the Navy ship USS Green Bay as it sails down the coast to dock in San Diego tomorrow.
And what a sight that was in the sky. New at 6 o'clock, 10 News reporter Bob Lawrence gives you the rare look at delicate operations that sailors needed to complete today before seeing their loved ones.
Just before first light, landing craft roll into the Del Mar boat basin at Camp Pendleton. Beachmaster units roll their gear off, then it's our turn to board. As first light begins to shine from the east, in the distance, we can see USS Peleliu and USS Green Bay.
Well, proceed.
And that was our clearance, as amphibious ships are unique in that landing craft come aboard by flooding the well deck of the ship. Not long afterward, LCU 1632 is loaded with Marines, the first to head ashore. It's been a long 8 months and even longer for the crew of the USS Green Bay.
We only had about 3 months to get the ship ready for deployment after a 8-month availability in the shipyard. And so these guys have been working very hard, nonstop, really for the last year.
The process of getting Marines and their equipment on and off the ship is a long one, but something that was done while they were on deployment a number of times in the Persian Gulf. Overseeing it all is Marine Warrant Officer 3, Ricardo Rivera.
There's only X amount of space, and you gotta make sure that what you bring is versatile and that it can support many different things.
Now landing craft air cushions begin arriving to take more Marines back to shore. The air wing on board spools up and they too get ready to head for home. On the flight deck of the USS Green Bay, in fact, for all the amphibious ships on this deployment, it is history in the making. It is the last deployment for the CH-46 helicopter. The so-called battle frogs have been a mainstay of Marine Corps aviation for years, but this was their very last deployment on a Navy ship.
Knowing that guys have flown that same one that I'm flying since Vietnam, I feel pretty privileged to have gotten that helicopter to fly for the Marine Corps.
With a wave, the last 46 flies off the deck, and in a salute to all 3 ships, Rushmore, Green Bay, and Peleliu, a final formation before they all head back to Camp Pendleton. On board USS Green Bay, Bob Lawrence, 10 News.